taking to the streets. 2 weeks since the horrific death of George Floyd unleashed a surge of feeling on our own doorstep.
That could have been my brother or uncle or dad, and it shouldn't happen to anyone. More or less, it keep happening to my people.
For some, marching for the first time, this feels like a moment in history.
I was kind of hesitant to do it, but you know, as you grow older, you start to understand things a bit better, and you understand that if you manage to be part of the change now, it can benefit those people in the future.
But the protests have been criticised for a lack of social distancing.
We can't just sit back and then just wait and let the police keep, killing black people. We can't let the brutality keep going on. We can't let the injustices go on for several months until it's...
I've seen so many videos on YouTube about basically police. I watch a lot of videos about police in the UK, how they're harassing people, members of the public, right? So occasionally I see it. There's a black guy being sort of having the same sort of thing happens to people. Basically, long story short, the police, for example, they pull the driver over. They start harassing the driver, start talking a load of old rubbish, making excuses, your back lights out, making up lies to try and get them to get out of the car and give them the details and stuff, and the people refuse, yeah? I see videos from both black and white people on that sort of thing. But quite often, the black person's immediate response is, oh, you're pulling me over because I'm black, innit? Do you know what I mean? When that actually has nothing to do with it. But maybe I'll go into that in another video. But I see a lot of that kind of behaviour here, where these people are actually focusing on things and saying it's to do with black equality and stuff like that, when it's actually not. For example, though, a lot of this stuff about black people not having, well-paid jobs and so on. I mean, that's just BS. For example, there's a guy on here. I can't keep playing it, but running out of data, I think. But anyway, long story short, it's supposed to be just a quick video. Long story short, this guy on here, he turns around and says that, oh, I don't see any black people working in these big companies. Oh no, only people I see black people working in is cleaners. That's total BS. The company I work for has black cleaners, white cleaners. It also has black ops managers on £50,000 to £60,000 a year to white ops managers. Doesn't matter what colour your skin is. See, the problem is they turn around and say that what they want is equality, right? So they want, for example, a company to employ, the equal amount of black people to white people and so on, or But the problem is there's only 2 million black people, just under 2 million black people in the UK, and there is 51 million British people, or white English people, yeah, or white British people. Okay. So how is it fair then that we have an equal amount of black people working in a company to an equal amount of white people? For example, if I'm an employer and I want to employ 10 people, and I'm being told that I have to employ 5 black people and 5 white people and 5 Asian, whatever else, mix it up, right? Let's just focus on black and white here. How does that make it fair that the percentage of the population is 2 million for black people, okay, but 51 million for white people, okay, but yet the company employs 5 black people and 5 white people to be equal? I'm sorry, I'm pretty sure that leaves the white man at a massive disadvantage. And in fact, I can prove this. Well, I know this to be a fact in certain cases. A friend of mine was actually training to be a police officer. He was actually a PCSO for about 3 years, and he was on his way to be a police officer. And long story short, I'll get him to say himself, maybe he'll record it. But long story short, he was basically told by one of the police officers that he's very unlikely to actually get a position because at the moment they're actually fast-tracking black people. Yeah, because of the equality thing. They have to employ a certain amount of black people to white people. So I see a huge hole in the problem, in this sort of employment issue that these black people are raising, saying it's not fair that a company should have less black people in it than white people in all positions. But how can you have that and be fair and be equality when there's 51 million white people and only 2 million black people in the UK? That means that if I had 63 people apply for the job, yeah. Well, say I had 63 positions. The actual, if it was supposed to be equality and colour didn't matter, then basically in my company, if I had to employ 60 people, or 61 people, 61 people, then the proper ratio would be actually, so say 50 white people to about 1 or 2 black people. That would be the actual fair. If we were talking about equality and colour didn't matter, then that's what it would be. Nobody would be fast-tracked because their colour of their skin. I see a lot of people as well. Like I see this a lot. I live in and around London, around the London area, right? North London area, yeah. And around here, I don't know, it's like where you are, but the black people around here, a lot of the young black boys, they basically walk around like they're something out of a grime video or drill video, yeah, like a British rap video. Let me read you my comment here. Too many young black people imitate what they see in black music videos, which 90% of spend glorifying guns, violence, drugs and prostitute pimping. Most black music videos focus on violence, drug taking, weed, cocaine, treating women like prostitutes, or as they say, effing them damn bitches. Bitch hoes. Effing them bitch hoes. Like Snoop Dogg. Most young black boys want to look and behave like they're rap idols. I've lost count of how many times black people have blatantly been racist to me directly, but that's okay, because I'm not their fam, because I'm white. What's with this constant equality crap as well? There are more white people than black people in the UK. If I see a company with, say, 10 black people and 10 white people, that means it would be white people who would be heavily disadvantaged because there are a lot more of them, and a lot more lost the opportunity because the company had to have the same amount of black people as white. Also, that comment, I only see black people as cleaners. What a complete load of tosh. The company I work for has black cleaners and black operations managers, i.e. at the top and the highest paid job, 50k a year. There's so much BS in here. The whole entire point of this and getting the black people enraged, even though that they have opportunities, right, is to basically, in order to create a world governance, you need to have people mixed all over the place. Okay, so you can't have 51% of white people in one area, one place. The kind of what this country will look like in 50, 60, maybe less than 100 years will basically be what London's like, where mishmash of people, white, black, Asian, it's where, well, actually in London, some parts of central London, it's actually predominantly black now. So how's that fair? Why is there no equality there? But we'll go into that in another video. But anyway, ethnic groups pretty much dominate London now, our capital. But no one says anything about that, do they? But I could go on about this. This sort of behaviour, I am not racist. In fact, I actually fell out with my friend. I've got a video I recorded even before this stuff kicked off, back a few months back, or a couple of months ago, about how I fell out with my one of my friends because he was talking about the allotment holder next to me being a black COON. Oh, look at all these COONs taken over. You got 2 of them next to you now. I was like, mate, that's a bit racist, yeah? He goes, I don't like these COONs. These NIGGERS. as. And why can't I say the N word anyway, considering that they use it themselves and call themselves it all the time? It's actually supposed to be an insult. I mean, I could go on and on and on. This isn't actually a video which I promised a couple of days ago, but I'm going to go into all details, showing the prominence of basically black people in things like football and, in many UK TV shows they have a prominent person. They make sure they have a black person in the show. Many British TV shows. You go down to the BBC, you can scroll down, popular BBC programmes, black. I see plenty of black people. Far more black people than the ratio to 62 to 1, For example, if there's 51 million white people and only 2 million black people, but yet on the TV you see, say, 1 black person and 2 white people all the time, that already puts them at a massive advantage, doesn't it? They already are in places of higher paid jobs and places of importance and, being seen, Many programmes have black people on them. From the BBC and ITV, look. Black, top screen, go down, black, go down, black, go down. What we got? Black, top right there, black, top left, black. Prominent. There's always prominent black actors in Doctor Who in major leading roles. Let's go down, more black, top right, Mr. Motivator. Keep going down, black, BBC Sounds, black, BBC Children, black, Doctor Show, black. So all this rubbish about them not having equality and stuff like this not being in places of prominence is just BS. Oh well, anyway, I'll leave it there.